right? Like Storm, if Storm starts having some trouble, or if DP starts having some trouble, who's going to be their big space maker? It's got to be like the Nyx and the Ursa. So yeah, it does look a little bit weaker here, but we'll see what they're able to make come from it. So it is going to be, yeah, Storm Nyx top, yep, DP mid, and the Ursa Bane bottom as we thought.
All right, let's see. Good. So in game 2, Serenity versus Secret. Secret getting severely shaken up in game 1. We'll see if they can step it up.
Oh, look at this.
In the second.
Yap sort of item build. The Stout Shield to start on the Earthshaker. So he wants to be in the lane hitting. That's what that means. Instead of usually, we see most of the time it's like Windlay's Boots, Clarity, something like that. More so like 2-on-2 meta, of course. But he wants to actually just be in the face, punching the Nyx Assassin, making sure that Fada is able to get a good amount.
So as well, I'm going to be very intrigued about this Storm Spirit side lane, because we don't see this hero put into the side lane very often, do we? This is, it's not one of the mids that can sort of easily sort of switch up to a side lane. I feel like there's a lot of weaknesses, right, isn't there, sort of having it in this position. There must be a reason. We don't see people do it.
You're a 289 hero.
Yeah.
Sure, you farm, you can kill creeps faster through your static realm or something, but you need levels. And you're not really going to be alone in that lane, right? There's going to be a Nyx Assassin for the most part with you, and you want your 6. You are a 289 movement speed hero who dies extremely easy if you get kind of like trapped or blocked at all.
Yeah, so very interested to see how this safe lane Storm does play out for Serenity.
Yeah.
One lane, real beginning as Secret try and hold their ground against this boundary, but Serenity will be able to bully them off. Up top.
They got it as well.
No, PYW, yeah.
Yes, Serenity gets
so
all
they get 3. All right.
They get 3 or 4.
Despite the attempt from Yap, so there with the fish, it looks like I guess it just wasn't timed correctly. Looked like it tried to push him away from the rune, but PYW was still able to grab it.
Again, it was Serenity bringing 3 heroes, including the mid. So now this time mid 1 gets the block.
Yes.
Over
So this lane, mid 1 should be able to perform. We should
mid
see
1 should have a really good time this game, as long as it doesn't get ganked or die or in the early phase. Like this is a great lane for him, and overall pretty good game for a TA as well. And already off the bat gets the 4 first last hits, and already with that refraction started.
Top lane. Yep, so getting in onto Xingqiu. Really trying to punish this safe lane Storm. As we said, is not going to be the easiest for Serenity to pull off. And certainly something that Secret can look to try and punish in this lane. And down bottom, of course, that final duel. The Ursa and Bane up against both Tiny and Venge. I mean, who should be coming out on top of this one?
This is the lane that I'm going to be watching for the most, but I feel like this one's going to be a lot of trade of harassment, because whoever steps up too far might just die for both sides. If it's Puppey or sort of like XCG will just die.
It feels like you've got to favour the team with 2 stuns, right? Surely there's a point where you just got the wham bam, and if someone tries to go on you, as long as you've got a stun available.
I think when like level 3 comes out, Secret has a huge favor in this lane.
Right, here we go here. Straight up magic missile, avalanche, right click.
Even
there
before
you have
the
it.
3.
Stuns are always going to be the sort of the OP play at the early stages. And Ace getting that first blood for Secret.
Did you see also the skill, not skill build, item build by Puppey as well was pretty much the I want to just win this bottom lane.
Oh, the double fairy fire.
Triple fairy fire.
Oh, the triple fairy. I couldn't even count.
So last hits though, I think Ursa might be able to come out a bit ahead here, but yeah, kills Secret should be able to get tons. Ace almost level 3. That's something they can always set up for those with the 3 spells.
For a kill attempt onto PYW. Yeah, it's got the spike carapace, turns around, nice 2-man stun, and that will stop Fada and Yapsor being able to chase him down. Just keeping that lane safe, trying to keep control of the creep so they can get that farm on the Storm Spirit.
Mid lane already going as we kind of expected, but very, very one-sided for mid 1, 18-4. Fantastic start for him. Bottom lane, Secret just trying to keep pulling back the waves, deny, so they are winning in the experience war as well quite a bit versus Serenity. Ours are still farming though.
Puppey. So find another chance for a magic missile opening. The lane pressured in under the tower. should be able to keep himself level with the farm of that Ursa.
This one a little quieter than the other 3 games that we've had today. At least the start.
Just
the
one kill.
start.
Just one kill so far. Yeah. No real crazy movements around the map. Everyone keeping themselves stuck to the lanes.
All about just messing with the experience advantage. Ace getting collapsed on a bit here. Gets Shishi tossed away.
Just not a kill that's going to be happening ready for Serenity at the moment. As Secret combos we've seen. And
this is the lane now. This is where the lane is located now. Where the creeps have been pulled. Shishi stepping forward. Puppy does have the mango.
They're just going to burst him down, and
they got him.
They've got to be careful down in Serenity. The kill potential is just that much better for Secret with those stuns.
And Tiny's just innately incredibly tanky. I mean, 1,000 HP, 0 stat items. That's strength gain.
Q caught out by a Fisher. He has not got any health in the tank.
Leaves the last hit for Fada, so he gets all that mana back.
And this is sort of what gets one of the problems as well with Storm safe lane. If anytime the PYW, exactly. You leave him alone, he's going to get pressured. He's going to get pushed underneath the tower, and he'll get bursted.
That's why it's like you're like in theory, like it doesn't sound horrible to have like the Storm there, but you have to have him there, and you want levels, and you have to have somebody else with him. So then you're not really going to be getting those levels that you want. So you see, PYW is like exclusively just pulling as much as possible to try to make sure that Storm gets 6 at a decent pace. Because his last hits are okay. Being able to spam Remnant,
Radiant are scanning.
always going to give you that. So mid, yeah, mid one still dominating that mid lane. Level 6 now, so the trap's coming online.
They've got the chase down here. Secret onto PYW. PYW will be able to get one of the bounty runes. Secret to grab the other. Yapsaw and Fada continuing to chase. With the shrine to get that mana.
Yep,
so he's got the Fisher ready, and they should have this. PYW turns with the stun.
Makes him work.
Yapsaw's got a Fisher, just needs to find the angle. The jukes from PYW sort of, yeah, and he's always out of there.
He's gone.
Very nice play there from PYW. Doesn't go the obvious route around the cliff, just heads straight out into the open.
Force the shrine.
Knows that there's not going to be a ward there at this early stage of the game, that deep on their own half of the map. Secret, so easy escape for PYW.
Space.
And indeed, yeah, happy times for Q as he's able to get some creeps.
So, important to point out, I mean, this is something that most people know already, but as soon as your TA hits 6, you ideally, if your mid laner is already having a hard time, which you tend to, if you're the last pick TI, make sure you have the sentry there as soon as the TA hits 6. ZYD does have it there, so he's not going to be threatened at dying by himself versus those side traps. Oh, mid one misses the catapult. Oh. And we caught that one.
We saw it.
But gets his own sentry, dewards the sentry, so he can keep that lane dominance
we saw that too.
There you go, that was a good
play. Trade-off, yeah. Top right.
They're just, yeah, it's just XNQ is just jungling now, and PYW is just gonna have to take the lane a bit here. Gonna get chased out. And mid.
They're gonna go. They're popping the ult here.
The trap is gonna slow XCG. There's another trap to slow ZYD. Mid one should be just fine.
Yeah, and now with the turnaround, the Bane's the one in trouble. Puppy's there with the magic missile. Actually, Serenity did have the XCG did have the full stick. And will buy him some time, but not quite enough as he'll go down. ZYD, can he actually get anything in return out of this? There's the second trap being used to slow him. They're kiting him, they're closing in upon him as ZYD pops the Fairy Fire, but a Fisher comes out and ZYD will fall Secret. Get themselves 2 more kills towards the mid, and they punish that usage of the Exorcism as well as Team Serenity unable to achieve anything with that first use of the ult.
Ooh, that's costly. The power of those TA traps. The Bane could not close the gap. And we were talking about how, for Serenity, the early game is going to be really important on either the Ursa snowballing and having a fantastic time, or the Death Propping having pretty good success with those exorcisms. And the first one already not looking the greatest. 5-0. Secret.
Let's see what this, what the Storm's going to be able to pull out for Serenity having this. As Cold Storm, as you say, he's sort of just been sticking in the jungle for now. So sure as CS is up there, it's going to take a little bit more time for him to climb up.
Ace isn't going for an Aquila on the Tiny. He's just gone treads, and he's got a bottle queued up. But not going for the Aquila. As I say that, I think he just bought the pieces for it. He did. He just bought the Wraith Band as well as this. I was like, wow, he's skipping Aquila. I usually don't see that on the Tinies anymore. gonna try to just body block him with this invis.
It's sort of working. He's got the Nightmare. Magic Missile out onto the Ursa. Nightmare will be taken off, but that's going to mean that now Puppy's in an awkward position. But there's the Reaper set does come down onto an already raised Ursa. They get the kill though, and it does save Puppy. Stops the Ursa from getting the kill on Puppy. Mid lane ZYD getting over upon very aggressively here, but now with the TP in, Xinq's ready with the reaction play. Mid one, can he get his way out of this one? He can't. So heads up play there from the Storm as Xinq turns it to the lane and helps ZYD turn that play around.
Mid one trying for solo kills. Gets punished. Fada's got a little bit of this is like awkward time where now he's just kind of like walking between lanes because he didn't get the kill, he didn't get the last hit or anything, so he doesn't get his mana back. But now he'll be able to last hit mid and get some of it restored. While Yapsor and PYW just got this little 1v1 going up top. The supports trying to get their farm in their levels. What are the ancient stacks? We actually have not had any ancient stacks for mid one. Just not really any time, right? Yapsor's been positioned top for the most part this game, besides that reaction to the exorcism, and Puppy's been bottom. Just can't not stop pulling. But that does mean that the supports on Secret, they're gonna be pretty high level this game already. So level 6 on Yaps already. I believe Puppy's almost level 6 too. While on the other side, Bane's only level 4, since he's been making more moves around the map.
Ace and Puppy. On this bottom lane, see if they can close the gap into GGG.
Ace doesn't have the most mana right now. They get the D ward, but only has mana for one spell, and one spell on a tree grab. So it's the arcane bolts on Yapsor this time around. Alright. Sometimes see Tranquil Soul Ring. I think he's realizing that he wants his, not only just for himself, it's for his team. He's got like Venge and heroes that keep spamming abilities.
On bottom, Ace goes with the Avalanche, but straight away XCJ and GGG ready to collapse upon him and surround him. Ace tries to toss away the big old bear, but ZYD is in with the rotation too, as Ace gets siphoned down. Mid lane, mid one, trying to use this opportunity to get some damage onto the tier 1 tower mid. There they go, they actually open up straight away onto PYW, who's been trap slowed. The Spike Carapace for now, he has got the stun back up in a second, but the mana's not quite there as mid one moves forward and takes the kill.
You never could keep a secret.
Fine PYW, turns his attention back towards that mid tier 1.
He's got the arcane rune, so he's just pretty much using no mana every time he's using these refractions to push this tower. Bottom, the setup's coming.
They're trying to look for the second use of the Ghost, but ZYD just gets swapped in straight away underneath the tower. The Magic Missile, the Slam thrown down. The Nightmare will keep him alive there, dodging the Reaper Scythe. Is it enough to keep that man safe though, as he's diving in deep? 4 heroes will finally finish him off.
It was still beautiful, but he does end up dying. Will they be able to get XCG? It does look like they will as well.
But to stop the push, that is the second use of the Ghost that gets punished by Secret.
Quick move too, the decision making by them. You saw like Yapso was still playing around mid, and they instantly were like, we can't let them get any damage on our tower with the DP ult. Bring as much as we need to. Bring 3 heroes down, and they actually do get the kill. With that quick swap, that's what we were talking about as well, right?
Yeah.
When you're playing Death Prophet, you have to be careful of your positioning versus Avenge.
Oh, PYW. Has he got the damage for this solo? Oh, didn't get the hit out of Vendetta.
The Ancients, not enough to give him the help, and now he's
dead. Alright, not quite able to get that kill there onto Puppy. Puppy walks away. 10-2. This time round, Secret's turn to be in the driving seat off the back of the lanes. 2k lead. And still, it's going to be what they do with this Storm Spirit. Still
really
obviously
is.
A very passive game from Xinq. He's farmed at the Kaya. He's going for the Kaya into the Orchid.
They're going to need a big mid-game to come out with the... with the level 12 even on the Storm Spitters with the Blink Dagger Ursa. Like, they're going to have to just make plays happen to catch themselves back up in
and
this.
There's a Blink on Tanya now for Secret.
Yeah.
He's ready to make the plays himself. The Blink Tread Tequila ready to go. Smokes up straight away with a Puppy.
Oh god, and CYD is standing under a trap right now in the mid lane. There it is. They've got the Fissure, they've got the Blink, they've got the combo.
And he's gone.
And he's gone. And the swap forward.
So second one gone. Secret with the quick picks.
And a tower.
And the fantastic timing with the reveal of that Blink Dagger.
You can just feel the difference in pace this game, though. Looking at Serenity, you can tell they're just like, our heroes just have to farm. Our Storm This isn't the hero that.
I mean, he's
not a
literally
Clinks,
just been
it's not
fun.
a-
That's what he's doing.
Yeah, this is a hero that just needs to be absorbing space from the map, but they're not getting that much space on the map from the rest of their heroes. And the aggressive wards now coming out. Secret, they take out the mid tower, instantly walk into the jungle, place that deep vision, so they will be able to see X and Q, X and Q, whenever he does go for those jungle plays. So yeah, I think GGG, this Blink Dagger, he's going to have to make moves around the map, and he does have it finished on the Ursa.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Blade.
Dire's
Serenity's got to be careful how they show unless they want to go in with a full team fight. They've got Exorcism back up. Look for the opening, but the fish is already out, and there's the combo again.
Ace
Ace
is
just-
dead.
Bam. ZYD on the DP is dead and gone. Mid one trying to move forward. Does get stunned up, but Ace is there with the body blocks on to
Look at
PYW.
GGG.
He's stuck.
Oh no.
He can't go anywhere. He has got the ult to buy himself some time, but Secret will just chase him down as they've picked up PYW on the Nyx Assassin. They'll get GGG as well, as with the Reaper sight down upon him. He's gone for 45 seconds.
Oh, poor GGG. He got stuck in the tree. He got fissured and pushed into the tree. How unfortunate.
Radiant's top tower
And
is
Secret
under
take the
attack.
tower.
And they didn't have to expend anything that big. Like the Reaper sight, that's it. But like we were talking about, Serenity, it feels like they just need Exorcism in the fights. And he's been getting it off, but
He dies every
he
time.
just dies instantly.
It's not been the smoothest of games for ZYD on his DP, that's for sure. 1-for-1. Every Exorcism has
Radiant's
just,
bottom
it's
tower
not been
is
great.
under attack.
And now they've
And now
got the
there's a
Deso.
Deso.
They can go for the Roche.
They absolutely can. This was that hero we were sort of talking about in the draft before his pick was, so they need something to help the Tail Roche.
And
The
they've
Wave
got
of
the
Terror,
Venge. Yep.
bam.
Boom.
You got
And they've got
Venge, you
Sustain.
TA.
Sustained with Necro heals too.
You're taking this easily. And as you can see there on the replay, once again, that fish is sort of blocking ZGG in. He's stuck. They pick him off one by one, and without the ghosts, you know, they had the ghost, but without the ability to keep herself alive on the DP, there's no fight for them to take.
I think it was also really important, like how Puppy set that fight up with the sentry placed already. They were taking the tier 1, but they knew the fight was going to happen in that area, and he put a sentry and obs down before it even started. So they got the vision of the Nyx. They already knew what was kind of going on before it happened, so they were able to just insta-kill Death Prophet. Wards win games, but that vision.
Still waiting for that storm to come online in sort of the eyes of Serenity, as Ace just continues to find these pickoffs with that blink.
Tiny feels like such a good hero. We're seeing it quite a lot here already on this first day.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Jin Q, he's got 2.4k gold towards the Orchid.
Okay.
But can he really go in and find those pickoffs to start the fights off?
Oh. GGG was about to get swapped.
Radiant's bottom
Another tower.
is under attack.
More map control for Secret.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And when you have more and more map control and you have more gold going your way and you're playing versus a Nyx Assassin as well, on these type of teams, you're always going to have the reveal set up. So it makes this hero look quite a bit weaker. Like PYW last game looked phenomenal. This game, 0-4-0 on the Nyx, unable to really find anything because they're so heavily on the back foot. This is a hero that usually helps you snowball more and more.
Dire's top
And when you're on the
tower
back
is
foot,
under attack.
it makes you lose more and more. And XIQ has switched the build, by the way. So no longer the Orchid, going for the Bloodstone, just going for greed. I think they're recognizing that this game is starting to get out of hand already.
Absolutely, with Secret taking another tier 2 tower.
Radiant's bottom tower
Pushing in on
is
the
under
top.
attack.
How does Serenity put a stop to this? It is going to get to the point where Jinkyu's has to turn up to the fight on the Storm. He has to offer something. Again, Exorcism's up, but as we've seen every time that it has been, it's not been a good fight for Serenity.
Going for the back.
Let's see if they can get the wraparound opening. Jump forward Ace again with the combo. There's the Nightmare, but it's too early. The Reaper size still comes down, and again, Exorcism into death. They lose to Serenity, and Secret are up onto the high ground. There'll be a buyback from GGG on his Ursa. They're going to have to try and hold without the Death Prophet, without the Exorcism. Not that that would have done anything as we're seeing this game. Oh! Baits out the Echo Slam. It's a sweet little dodge from Jinkyu. He's going to go back in. But at this point, the Storm finally turning up. It just doesn't offer anything at all to slow down Secret. As Secret hold the ground, keep pushing in. They'll get the toss back. Triple kill for Fada. They may even get more as well, as PYW getting slowed up. Magic Missile, another kill for Secret. As Serenity just losing hero after hero on this base defense, attempt at a base defense at least. Again, he zips in, he zips out, he gets tossed back in, and he is dead.
Yeah.
I said, you know, we don't see safe lane Storm Spirit a
not.
lot. Why doesn't it work out? And they're GGing out. They're done.
I mean, the game's
They're
absolutely over. We were saying it, right? We looked and we're like, Secret's got it looks like a much more
The
clean
draft
draft.
are much better.
I thought Serenity looked very the greed, right? When they have to move that lane like that and then Death Prophet suffers, they have to have like one of these heroes has to dominate the game. Like the Ursa or Death Prophet have to just go ham in this game, and they didn't, and the game's kind of just over from that point.
I just feel the Necrophos, it feels much nicer having him in the off-lane position and having
True.
Ace on something he can be flashy on, like the Tiny. You know, Ace had a fantastic time, 8-1 and 8. This is a hero that he can really do so. He can get the kills. You know, with the Necrophos, it's sure it happened. I mean, it happened this game for Fada. He had a great time, but there's less pressure on the Necrophos, especially when you're drafting it into a Nyx Assassin.
Yeah.
So
We're
certainly
seeing
seemed that the Secret resolved the draft problems tenfold from what they had in game 1. You know, they tried something. They picked Pugner and a position 1 Necrophos into a Nyx Assassin. Didn't work out. Game 2, they fixed all their errors.
And we see how much composition really matters, right? And like if you don't do well in the laning phase and you don't really have a great team fight in the mid game, you're in a lot of trouble.
I know,
That's what
and it's
happened,
interesting. The third one-sided game I feel we've seen today.
I
We
do
have
feel
3
so as well.
games that have been pretty just straightforward from start to end. Teams seeming to be very good at holding on to a lead and not letting it slip from them today. But so that is the second series on this stream done and dusted. Secret will manage to get the equalizer here in this 2-game series as it ends 1-1 between themselves and Serenity. Our next series that we are going to be having here, I believe, is what, VGJ Thunder
Versus
LGD.
Yep.
So do not go anywhere. We're going to be excited to see how LGD performs. Are they going to be that dominant team against a team like Thunder that has struggled in sort of the recent DPC tournaments? Or are we going to see another sort of toss-up between the teams and Thunder coming in with something new, something different to take down the big boys of China, LGD? So don't go anywhere. We'll have LGD versus VGJ Thunder for you any minute now. We'll see you very shortly.